Hey guys, this is Sham from HealthTech, and today we're here for the new Moto G5. Yes, this phone is amazing. As you can see, this phone has a glossy little bubble on top of its back, so it's like a Google Pixel but smaller. So this phone is great. I like the phone's hold and grip, so it's amazing. I really like the way this phone handled my usage. So the first thing I want to talk about is the navigation bar / fingerprint reader. So as you can see, there's new fingerprint recognition system that is like a tic tac. Yep, I said it, tic tac. So as you can see, it's really fast, and this phone cannot get any better. So this phone has a great screen, and all of it is packed into this amazing thing. So the navigation bar is like this. So you gotta swipe left to go back and swipe right for the multitasking menu. So it's very nice and simple to use. Motorola is showing some signs of Moto Z in the smartphone. As you can see, it's all modular. You can replace the battery up to 5000 milliamp hours of battery. It's available on Amazon, and it has interchangeable batteries, as I was telling. So I'll leave you a link to that battery in the description below. So all you gotta do is swap in the batteries with the new ones, and you're good to go. You have 5000 milliamp right there, and you can also insert a SIM card, and this modular battery is really thin and nice, and you can replace it. So as you can see, the small ring, that's like the Moto Z's projection, which is nice. And you can also insert a micro SD card and 2 SIM card slots. So yeah, this is pretty good. As you can see, the build is nice, and you can just snap the back on like it's nothing, and you're good to go. So it's amazing. The back is nice, the new dimple is gone, and it's just mostly like matte now. And where Moto shines is where it all matters. So Motorola has this feature, the double twist for the camera, which is amazing. So you see something and you want to take a picture of it, all you gotta do is twist it twice and you're good to go. And the fingerprint nav bar, as I told you, is an amazing touch to the Motorola fingerprint. So it helps you navigate across your screen. And the double chop for the flashlight, so you can just take it out whenever you want to. And you can use it as in one hand in the one-handed mode, which is nice, and it's gonna give you a nice feel when you're with small hands. So a closer look into the phone. Let's dive in. So as you can see, the phone has 3 GB of RAM and Snapdragon 430 of GPU and 8 cores. The display is nice and crisp, and the colors are amazing. The contrast to display ratio is amazing, and has 5 inches and 1080p screen with the LCD panel, which is great. And it's like really bright. The colors are really bright, and I like the way it shines. So yeah, Motorola has done a pretty good job on this phone with the display. The operating system, so it interacts with you, it lives with you, and you're gonna live with it too. You're gonna love it. So Moto G5 runs on the new Android 7.0 Nougat, which is nice, and every other smartphone right now has Android Nougat. So this is a pretty good phone, and the user interface is the best part. Motorola has been killing it with the user interface lately, with the new features like the double chop and other stuff, and the stock Android, which will really make your experience with Android better. You'll be more friendlier with Android with these new things. So as you can see, it's all stock Android. There's no bloatware except for a few Motorola apps like the Moto app and other things, but it won't even matter. So it's a pretty good phone, and you can see that now on tap and everything else works, so this is good to go. So I like the way this phone is clean and nice in my hand, and there's nothing much that can go wrong with this, with the new accents and display options which you can mess around with if you want to change your display and privacy settings and everything else on your lock screen. And the gestures, as you can see, which is a nice ad Motorola has done this time with the new smartphones. So these smartphones are getting better and better all the time, but the camera is what matters. The camera is all of pixels and Motorola's amazing optics that combine to make a really good smartphone camera. So as you can see, I'm shooting by a lake, and the pictures are amazing. So this is on auto HDR mode. The pictures come out crisp and nice, so it doesn't even take that much time to process. It's like I snap, and like a millisecond afterwards, it's amazing. So this is my friend Syed. He's helping me with the camera, and this is the front camera. So it's pretty good, and it has many beauty features and stuff which can decrease your pimples, and I don't have any, so yeah, it should be pretty good. I'm gonna link his channel down below. Syed again, SamX 2.0. So it's amazing. As you can see, it's all pretty good, and everything is amazing. So Motorola camera does not lag or anything. It's like there. It's like mostly 60 frames per second, which you will experience, and you can record 1080p, not 4K, 1080p. With the Plus model, you can record in 4K because the optics are much better than that. So there are many things which you can mess around with and play around with if you want a good shot. And I really appreciate Motorola if they added a manual mode, but they don't have a manual mode. But probably in the future updates they'll add some. So the camera is really nice and the dynamic range is amazing. With f2.8 aperture, you can get really good shots like a blurred background and stuff. And yeah, nothing can go wrong. And the small dimple in the side, which you can swipe from right to left to, is also a really nice menu, and it gives you like many things to mess around with. As I was telling you, it's all standard stuff. Every Motorola has this, and you can record slow motions too. So slow motions can be recorded up to 240 frames per second, and they're pretty good and they're really slow. To access the slow motion, all you gotta do is tap on that and click on the bubbles over there. So it's going to snap off slow motion on your phone, which is nice. So it's nice, and Motorola does a pretty good job with cameras and mostly picture taking, because they try to make cameras more accessible right now. So this is Sharps India from Health Tech, and if you guys have any questions or anything, you can just leave them down in the comments. And I want to tell you this one thing: Motorola's come a really long way from the Moto G to Moto G5, and I really appreciate the effort. Thank you guys. Peace.